Hello viewers, welcome to Learn Computer Easy channel. In this video, we are going to see how to create user-defined function in C language. First of all, we see what is a function. A function is a set of statements which perform some operations. Okay. In C language, main is itself a user-defined function. In main function, we are getting some input and we will perform some operations and will print the output of that operations. This is the thing we are doing in the main function of C language. In some cases, when the program becomes more complex, in some situations, we repeat some of the statements for the same operations on different data. So for different data, for every data, we are repeating those statements. Wherever we need that statements, we are writing that statement in the particular area. What it is doing means it occupies the memory space unnecessarily for the same set of statements. So in order to avoid that, in C language we have a feature called user defined function. What it does means the user defined function separates that repeated statements into a single block and it is written only once and it is called wherever it is necessary. Okay, when it is called, automatically the function statements will be inserted in that function call. The control transfers to the defined function. It performs some the operations and it will give the output and the control come back where it is called. Okay, by doing this we can avoid the memory wastages and we can reduce the length of the program. If you avoid the repeated statements, automatically it reduces the number of statements and it reduces the memory wastages. Okay. Now we are going to see how to create the user-defined function in C language. In C language, we can create the user-defined functions with no argument and we can create the function with arguments and no return value, that is function with no arguments, and function with arguments and no return value, and function with arguments and with return value. And also we have two types of functions, that is passed by value and passed by reference. Pass by value means we will pass only the values of the argument, and in pass by reference we pass the values along with the address space occupied by that value. Okay. Now we are going to see in this video how to create a function with no argument. The remaining things we will see in succeeding videos. Okay. Now let's move on to the program. This is the program with function with no arguments. First we should include the header files, and after that we have to declare the user defined function. In this program we are having the function named sum, which is an user defined function which is going to add two numbers, that is integer values. It will add two integer values and print the sum of those values. First of all, before defining the function definition, we have to declare the function. For function declaration, we have to declare the function before function call and function definition. This is the function declaration. In the function declaration, the syntax is first we have to give the return type. Here this function is not going to return any value, so I have give the return type as void. Void function name. Here the function name is sum and parenthesis. If we have any arguments, we have to create give the data type of that arguments in the within the parenthesis. Here we don't have any arguments, so simply I give empty parenthesis, and we have to give semicolon. Next we are going to start the main function. In this function we didn't give any inputs. Okay, so straightly we are calling the function called function sum. Okay, sum is the function name, user defined function name. Sum, open and closing parenthesis and semicolon. This is the function call. This is the function call. When this function is called, automatically the control goes to function definition. This is the function definition. In function definition, we have to create, give return type. In function call, we should not give the return type, and if you have any arguments, we should give simply arguments and not the data type. Okay, in function call, we should give only the function name, and within parentheses, if we have any arguments, we have to pass the arguments. In this program, we don't have any arguments, so we give just function name and open and close parenthesis and semicolon. In function definition, we should give the return type and function name and open and closing parenthesis. And we have to open the curly braces, and we are going to give some statements. In this program, this function is going to get values for a and b, and sum those values and store in the variable s. Okay, then it prints the value of the variable s, and control goes back to the statement next to the function call, that is getch. Okay, now we are going to run the program.